welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my week 2 budget check-in. So let's flip to this month, which is October. If you have not seen my October budget setup, I'll leave it in a little link up above. But let's flip to our monthly view. I still am obsessed with this monthly view. I think it's so pretty. So the first thing I want to do is just tick off that we have paid our internet bill. Our insurance has not yet come out, but that is okay. It's just relatively new, our car insurance, so I'm sure once I get a set date that'll be fine. But I know that our gas came out early, so we've got that down. We do have quite a bit of expenses to mark down. We still are doing okay in terms of budgeting, but that will become more clearer when I do my weekly check-in. So let's start with tracking. So on the 11th, the 11th, I had an expense for paper sheet plans. I ended up picking up my November monthly and notes page setup. So we can put that down. And that was the only expense on that day. Perfect. Next we had quite a couple on the 12th. I'm not sure if we'll fit them all in, but I will try. So we had Aldi for £25. We didn't spend much money here. We ended up having to go and get my mum and dad shopping as well. If you've watched my previous video, you will have known that my dad contracted coronavirus, so he and my mum have been stuck in the house. So we went to Aldi, and then we also went to Tesco's for them as well, and we ended up picking up a few things. So Aldi was £25 and Tesco's was £14. And we also went to McDonald's on the 13th. Perfect. Next, we had nothing on the 14th, so now we're looking at the 15th. I'm actually just going to zoom you in so you can maybe see it a bit better. On the 15th, we had a little cafe in our hometown. It's called the Coffee Mill. So Thomas was actually off this day, so we ended up going out to pick up something for lunch, and that was £11. Also, we went to Scotland, which is a local kind of convenience store, just because we were running low on some juice. That's £3. I went and picked up a couple of bottles. And is that everything? Yeah, that's everything for the 15th. Obviously, on the 16th, I had my nails, which was £20. And we also went to a cafe, which was £10. It's going to cover the 16th, that's fine. And then today, I was meant to have my eyebrows, it's actually been rescheduled to Monday. Thomas ended up buying me a little adapter for my new laptop. And I actually forgot that we also went to the shop on the 15th as well, and that was £10.87. So that is that for all of our expenses. So we have quite a lot these days, but again, it's probably because of the kind of decorations I've put in. And then this is what we have on the other side of the week. So we only have one no spend day. I don't include days with bills because we still didn't spend anything. So I'm going to put that here. Perfect. And I'll leave Sunday as that is tomorrow, and we will go shopping then. Yep, so that will be for week 3, and then the 25th will be for week 4. That should be correct. Let me just double check. yeah, so the 11th to the 17th. So let's start with our weekly check-in. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories. So those are petrol, food, so like grocery shopping, or food for dinners and lunches. And then I separate myself and my fiance's money. More for me, just to see what I'm spending. I find it easier to do that. So Thomas, Caitlin, and then we have eating out, which I think this month we're going to be over. But I think that we'll be under other categories, so it should help. Then we have household. And finally, we have unbudgeted. Still no unbudgeted expenses this month, and we're halfway through. So that's really good. I'm very proud of us. So in terms of our weekly check-in, let's start with the first category, which is petrol. We ended up spending nothing. We didn't have to fill up our car, which is really good. I think we'll get away with it till next weekend, maybe, or next week. So that may mean that we'll only have to fill up our car twice a month. So I maybe can rejig our budget a bit. So total remaining, last week we had £77.88. That is still the same. So £77.88. And we don't track remaining per week for that. In terms of food, let's look back. So we had Tesco and Aldi. And then we also had 2 kind of convenience stores. So tick them off as well. So all of that comes to £52.87. So still not too bad for us. I've seen us spend more money on food, especially considering when you take last week we spent £90. This is a lot lower. So remaining, we still have £137.09, and that leaves us £68.55 per week, which is really doable. That's really good. We're starting to get into a little rhythm with our food shop, which is super. Next category is Thomas, and he had one expense, like I said. He actually bought me something. He's just the sweetest. So that was £19.30. If you look at last week, he only had £19.30 left. So he now has 0 remaining. But he says that he doesn't actually need anything until November. So that's fine. For myself, I think I had... So 2 expenses. So I had paper sheet plans for £10.50. And I had my nails come out at £20. So that means I spent £30.50, which is relatively good considering how much I spent last week. So £30.50. I did have £96.15 remaining. So that leaves me with £65 for the month. I do need to pick up my November budget kit and get my eyebrows done, so that'll roughly be around 40-ish pounds. So I'm not sure what I'll do with the rest of the money. I may treat me and Thomas to a dinner or something like that, since he's been so kind to me this month. Next category is eating out, and this is a category we always go over in. It's really quite bad. We need to try and get hold of it, but we went to McDonald's and that was £17. And then we then had 2 kind of cafe purchases, so one for 11 and one for 10. So that brings our eating out total for the week to £38. So remaining we have £10.55, and this is where I think we'll go over, because we kind of average about £30 per week. So I'm thinking for next month I need to up our eating out budget and lower our petrol to try and balance things out. If we average about £30 per week for food, you're talking about £120, and we're only probably going to spend about 85 on petrol. So see what I can do for next month. Next category is household. We spent nothing. We spent quite a lot the first week, so we didn't need anything, and we are left with £45 and 21 pence. And lastly, we have unbudgeted. We still have not spent anything, and we have nothing remaining. So that is our week 2 check-in. It is still looking really good. We've had no red so far, and we have 2 weeks remaining. Let's zoom you out. So 2 weeks remaining. So halfway through, we're still doing really well in terms of petrol and food. It's just kind of the eating out category that is worrying me. Little update, I did update our little income. Thomas ends up getting more than what I thought he was, just a little bit more. So our total for the month is £3,104. So hopefully, even if we do go over, we have some money kind of in the bank for us. I am just going to write down here, Help to Buy 300. We are going to pay that. Look out for my home fund video coming up next week. And the rest I have to wait until it all happens for the end of the month. But let's just quickly show you how our month is looking. So we have our monthly spread. It looks a lot, and we only have one no spend day so far. So hopefully I can pick up some more near the end of the month. But taking into account last month, we had a lot more no spend days. So yeah, we're still finding our feet with our new budgets and our new income, but we are not doing too bad. I think we just need to see how it goes, and I'm going to keep tracking because it really does seem to help us. I don't know if that's one thing about budgeting. It really does help me keep track of everything, and it makes it feel better. But that is that for this video. Just short and sweet. I wanted to get this up for you. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and comment down below how your month is going, since we're at the halfway point. And if you're brand new here, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me if you joined this little YouTube family. But I'll see you on my next video, guys. Have a magical day. Bye.